wrong with that?
Hey, everybody, we're here for a new episode of Tier List Land. Today, we're talking about Michael Keaton movies in honor of Beetlejuice. If you want to
You
see a
mean
review,
Michael
you can
King
check it out.
Douglas?
Yeah, whatever he said. Great job, Putty. You ruined my intro, but we're not going to start again because that's what we're doing. And we're going to jump into Tier List Land. I'm here with Puttyman and JD. JD will be the tier master today. Yeah. So here's our list. They are going to tell you about the list of things that are listing.
Okay, so we got 5 tiers here. We got Wonderful Toys because that is a Batman reference. Let's Get Nuts is also a Batman reference. It's Showtime is a Beetlejuice reference. Same thing with Handbook for the Recently Deceased. And Filet-O-Fish we thought was one of those categories that people like, but nobody really likes because of the founder, McDonald's.
That was good. I didn't even think about that.
I'm loving it.
Listen, Putty, I'm loving it. Putty came up with like 9 out of 10 of these, so let's start it off.
Sure, give credit to the guy who didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, he deserves credit. 37%.
This was all Timmy. Come on, man. Give Timmy the credit. He doesn't get paid. Give Timmy the credit.
Putty, should we give Timmy the credit?
I don't care. Timmy can have the credit. I don't care.
Whoa! I'm not giving it to him, even if Putty says so. Let's talk about this. Putty, you're going to go first.
Okay, Mr. Mom. Actually like this movie, but not one of his best movies in my eyes. For me, maybe it's Showtime. I mean, it's not. I watched it twice in my life, and it's good.
This is in my top 5 Michael Keaton movies.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna agree with Putty because, well, I enjoy it, and I agree with JD. It's good. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's not better than like most of these movies.
Okay. There we go. Birdman.
That was the least resistance anyone has ever put up.
Because I'm not gonna win this argument. So Birdman.
Yeah, you won't. Birdman is fantastic. Birdman is arguably the best performance ever by Michael Keaton.
And he runs around in his underwear.
This is, for me, Wonderful Toys.
I can agree to that.
Yeah, I'm good for that too.
All right, okay. JD, you get Jack Frost.
This movie, as heartwarming and kid-friendly as it is, it's not that good of a movie. I just remember something about it. He plays a harmonica or something. I mean,
he played in the band.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not bad. It's like a Filet-O-Fish for me.
I agree with that.
I'll take it, but I do like it better than that. But like, why would I argue for Jack Frost? Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day,
it's not bad. Okay, Putty.
Which one is this?
No,
I can't even see that poster.
I can't either, but JD, it's you. Oh no, it is me. It's me. Sorry, my bad.
It is you.
But I can't tell what that is.
We should have fact check.
Mm-hmm.
Or we just use someone else's list. Yeah, we do this regularly.
Well, we use someone else's list that we added to it. To be fair,
and by the way, just to tell the viewers, there are, for those that are saying in the comments, there's this missing. Yes, we know there's. I pulled up a list. There's a lot of movies that are missing. You're not getting Cars. Sorry, that he's just background. There's some other ones. We're not getting Morbius, even though he did play a quick role. But Morbius is going to go in the Handbook for Recent Deceased anyway. So,
all right, just skip to the next one. Let Putty have the next one. We'll do this one later.
Put it to the end for now.
Okay, so Batman Returns. So this is a little bit hard because I'm looking at the list, and for me, I put like Let's Get Nuts for this because it's Batman. But of course, if we're gonna go Batman, another Batman goes way higher in my eyes. So for me, I would want to go Let's Go Nuts, but I understand going lower.
I don't hate putting it in Let's Go Nuts. I mean, it's not one of my favorite Batman movies, but it's not like bad.
Mm-hmm.
Did have what's his name?
Danny DeVito or Michelle Pfeiffer?
No, what's his name?
Plays
Walken, Christopher Walken.
Oh yeah, yep.
As Max Shrek.
Not Shrek, the one all the millennials are obsessed with. But...
Missed opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, I can go. Let's Get Nuts.
I saw Batman. He was at my house.
The house.
And the movie is called The Squeeze.
Oh yes, it is called The Squeeze, and yes, I'll take this one. Okay.
Sure.
Bring back The Squeeze. It's in the Handbook for the Recently Deceased. It is very bad.
Yeah, this one was one of his worst movies. It did have the girl from Commando in it, though, wasn't it? Rae Dawn Chong.
Well, she can fucking Rae Dawn the hell out of here. I don't know. Okay. Sorry, I ran out of.
I really like Commando though.
Yeah, I think everyone likes Commando. Putty loves Going Commando. That's different.
Yes.
Why are you watching? Anyway, go ahead.
The Paper. I think I may have seen this once.
I've never seen this.
Oh, that's a great. We gave JD a great one.
Yeah.
The Paper is an excellent movie. I recommend.
this was it had a strong cast. I remember
it has
that.
Marissa Tomei, I believe.
Yes, Glenn Close. I think it's a Ron Howard film, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of his first movies. I would put this honestly in Let's Get Nuts. I think this is worth it. It's not. I wouldn't say it's better than Batman.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, can I take this one because?
All right, fine. You
Well,
can
yeah,
have
it's your
this.
turn.
Night
Anyway,
Shift. This is one of his earlier movies. I really love this movie. It's him and Henry Winkler, where they work at the graveyard shift, and it's
I was gonna say Henry Cavill.
No, Henry Winkler.
I've seen this. This is a good movie.
Oh, yeah, I like this. But I would put it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We're saying I'd put it in Let's Get Nuts, or not Let's Get Nuts, but I'd put it like right next to Mr. Mom.
I'd put it right next to Mr. Mom. I think that's fair because it's actually a pretty funny movie. It's very reminiscent of like of Bachelor Party, the Tom Hanks movie.
Yes.
Or like what's the other that stupid Martin Scorsese movie that everyone loves? I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. I hate it.
Dang it. Can I take one Michael Keaton movie, my favorite one? Because I know that it's coming up and I want it so badly.
What? Spotlight? Multiplicity?
Yeah. No.
Okay, well, you can figure it out when we get there.
Because you're getting Putty, yours is Gung Ho.
Yeah, I actually have never seen that one either. Okay, so
it's along the same lines. Not as good as Night Shift. I'm a Filet-O-Fish with this one.
Yeah, I'd Filet-O-Fish
ahead of Jack Frost.
I'd Filet-O-Fish it.
Campo, you get Batman.
Wonderful Toys.
Yeah, has to be. Ahead or behind Birdman?
Behind, because it's not a better movie.
Okay.
I won't allow it.
Does that mean I get
no
what I
argument
want?
because he doesn't care as long as it made it to Wonderful Toys.
Okay, Putty, you get Multiplicity.
Exactly. No.
Just let him have Beetlejuice. Who cares?
Let me. and you all know where I want it, okay? You all know where I want it and everything. So we'll just put it out there. I want Beetlejuice and Wonderful Toys. So I don't know how you guys feel about it though.
I mean, okay, I'll say yes on the fact that I do love Beetlejuice and I like it doesn't really affect me in any way, but realistically, having just relived it, it's not actually that good.
It doesn't hold up as well.
It doesn't hold up as well.
I still like it, and I still think it's a movie I would tell people to watch, but like on a list where there's like 5 different tiers, I don't think it's in the top tier.
To me, Beetlejuice goes with
ahead
Batman
of Batman.
Returns.
I would say it's better than Batman Returns, but I'm okay with it being in Wonderful Toys. It doesn't. It doesn't hurt
just
me
to make Putty happy.
But I do love Beetlejuice, so it's not like it affects.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie. It's just
all right. Here's your stupid movie.
Whose?
You.
Multiplicity. I hated this movie. This is Handbook for me.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in here and say this. This is one of my favorite Michael Keaton movies. I love the different personalities he put into this movie. I thought he did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I would want to put high. It's Showtime. Low. Let's get.
I would put this ahead of Mr. Mom.
I agree.
Oh no, I couldn't do that.
All right. Well, it's better than Night Shift.
Okay, we'll put it in between then.
It's my favorite comedy by him outside of Beetlejuice.
Well, you said Handbook, so if you want to put it behind Night Shift, I won't be upset if you did that.
Oh, I would, but that's
no. Well, this is Putty's night.
No, it's not all my night, but
pretty much.
It's ladies' night.
It's Putty's night. Oh, what a night! Oh, what?
All right, continuing on.
Spotlight. This was a great movie.
I think it's overrated. I don't think it's bad. It's definitely good. It's one of the better movies of that year. It should not have won the Oscars.
I mean, it did have an all-star cast too. This was like
I would put this ahead of Let's Get Nuts.
Behind the Paper.
It's better than the Paper.
Really?
It's better than Batman Returns. That's for freaking sure.
Maybe it's just because I wasn't my type of movie, but I can see why. Okay, I can see why.
But it's a good movie.
Yeah. Okay, Jackie Brown. For me, it's Showtime.
So I got a question for you guys. For this movie, when we count like Michael Keaton, are we talking about performances or movie in general? Because Michael Keaton's performance.
Both,
Michael Keaton's performance in this was good, But honestly, the other actors I felt brought way more to Jackie Brown than anything else. You get what I'm saying? Like Jackie Brown's good because of the other cast. He feels he's more supportive in that way, or I feel
To
he's
me,
more
this is
supportive.
one of Tarantino's weakest.
No, I agree. We
I
had that
think this
conversation in
movie's
the Tarantino list.
severely underrated.
Because remember when we
Really?
talked about it when we did the Tarantino list, I was not really into Jackie Brown, but comparing to what he's done here, for him, this is not one of his best roles, but it's a good movie.
Okay,
Does that make
I
sense?
want it at the bottom of Let's Get Nuts. That's my compromise.
I'm okay with it's a high at Showtime.
Well, now I want it at the top of Wonderful Toys.
Well, no. Here.
No,
There
you can.
go,
You guys
Campo.
both said Showtime. Take it.
No, it's yours,
No,
Campo.
take it. That's how it works.
Okay.
We're not giving out gifts because then Putty's gonna expect gifts every time.
Okay.
I already got my gift. I'm okay.
I'll take this one because this is one of my favorite Michael Keaton movies. To me, this is a
Pacific
Wonderful
Heights?
Toys.
Really?
It showed his diversity and his range. Like he was known as a comedic actor up until this point.
Well, true. You're right.
Is this
I can
before
understand
Batman?
I think this was right after.
This was right up. This is like late 80s, early 90s. So it was around at the same time, actually, I think. So if
It
you
was,
go
I
look,
think, a year or two after. I think it's 1990.
well, that'd be 1 year because 89 was when Batman came out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna search when it came out.
1990. Timmy already got it.
Well, you got to tell him to stop being fast.
Yeah. Timmy's good, man. Timmy's good. I don't think we'll start paying him yet, but he's good.
I mean, if we start paying him, then we have to start paying Putty, and then it's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway, well, actually, where are we at? Because we've been skipping around, but for me, Pacific Heights, I would put it somewhere in at Showtime
Yeah, I
above
think
Mr. Mom.
I'd put it
And
in its
maybe
Showtime.
Yeah.
See, I'd put it in a low Let's Get Nuts, but can we put it ahead of Jackie Brown?
I
I'm
mean,
okay with that.
I guess
Okay. All right. What's this one?
Mars Attacks.
Is that Mars
Is it-
Attacks? No.
It looks like it says Mars Attacks.
No, it's not.
Wait,
But
how is
I
Mars Attacks
have-
not on here?
I have a list.
Was
of
he
all the-
even in that movie?
Yeah. I swear he was.
No, he's not.
Oh,
in Mars
this is oh my god, what the oh my god. I forget the name. Johnny Dangerously.
Johnny Dangerously. Yeah, Johnny Dangerously.
I don't remember this movie. Oh wait, I do remember this movie.
It's a really, really weird like mafia spoof movie.
Yeah, it's a mafia
Yeah.
spoof movie. Yeah,
it's
kinda
not
like
it's not Handbook.
Is it weird for me to say this? But like this movie, didn't it kind of get over like saturated because of Dick Tracy? Honestly, like
No, I
feel
think
this
no,
came
this
down
was
to-
like the early 80s, man. This is like 82, 83. This is
But
around the
what-
same time as Mr. Mom.
I think
Oh,
Oscar
really?
is the one that ruined mafia parodies for everyone.
Yeah. This was the first movie with Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito together,
That's important.
who will go on
didn't
to
even think
star
of
in
that.
3 more films together.
It's better than Jack Frost.
Yeah, but not as good as Gung Ho.
Okay,
I
so
think.
this next one,
Dick
I remember.
Butkus was in this movie.
Dick Buck.
I remember seeing this movie when I was younger, but I
What,
don't
My
remember
Life?
too much about. Yeah, but I don't remember too much about it.
Actually,
I
this
don't
is the
remember.
only movie on the list I have not seen.
I've seen it once, and I
Same
don't
here.
remember anything about it.
I
and
was
for
a
that
kid.
fact alone, it must be in the Handbook.
Okay.
It was one of those movies. Like what I remember about it is it was way too much like a love story situation. Like I know my parents watched it, and I was like, I had no interest in it.
Okay. Movie that came
The
out the
Dream
same year
Team.
as Batman, The Dream Team.
Listen,
Christopher
this movie's
Lloyd.
underrated.
It is actually underrated.
It
I
has
feel like
the
it's
it has
worth Showtime.
the grandpa. What's his name? Peter
Peter Boyle
Peter Boyle.
from Everybody Loves Raymond.
There's actually quite a few famous comedians in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, top of Filet-O-Fish, I would say.
Yeah, it was better than Gung Ho. All right. Speechless.
I've
seen
never
it.
seen this, so I guess deleting that category now didn't pay off.
Yeah.
Have none of us ever seen this?
I haven't seen it either, actually. I just
Okay.
realized that.
All right, just drop it to the back.
All right.
Drop it low.
Drop it like a top. Clean and Sober. This is an underrated film.
this was this is when you guys you go talking about like the acting thing. This is where I feel like I saw more of him as an like actor instead of a comedian.
What's
Like
the
it was
movie
weird.
with Robert De Niro when he plays like a recovering addict?
I thought, is that
Cape
not
Fear?
this?
No,
Mosquito? No.
Mosquito. Isn't this Mosquito one oh
Mosquito Coast is Harrison Ford.
yeah, Harrison Ford. Okay, this movie's not bad. He's good in it. I don't know if I'd ever want to watch it. Like I don't think the thought in my head will ever be like, I can't wait to go back and relive that movie.
The Ron Howard film.
I guess they work together a bunch.
Yeah. They did Night Shift and Gung Ho together. Oh, yeah.
Isn't Spotlight Ron Howard?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
And The Paper's Ron Howard.
No.
The Paper's not?
I don't think
Oh no,
so.
The Paper isn't. The Paper isn't. You're right. I don't know. Fucking you guys put it somewhere.
I put it in his Showtime.
Yeah, I'd kind of put it like just slightly ahead of Multiplicity.
Deal. Putty,
Okay.
take this movie away since we lost the order and you're the one that wanted it.
I didn't want this one. I don't even know what
Yeah,
this
you're
is.
the
What
one
is
that
this?
brought it up.
Which one? Oh, sorry. Okay, I
One
got the
Good
different
Cop.
picture. I would know. I see the one I saw the picture. The one I saw was the one with him. In his actual like cop outfit. Okay. So One Good Cop. I actually enjoyed One Good Cop. I've never seen that poster like that before. I would put it in the Showtime. I would put it ahead of Mr. Mom in my eyes.
I'm not I could take that.
Okay.
It's a pretty good movie. It's no Jackie Brown.
It's no
White
Mr.
Noise.
Mom.
I remember when this came out.
Yeah, I
The
saw in theaters.
trailers for it were like the scariest thing I've
Yeah,
ever
it
seen
was
in my entire
freaky.
life. But then the movie was like, isn't it like his dad in the past built a
Yes, trying to
radio?
get
Yeah.
contact with him and
But see, I kind of liked it. I enjoyed the idea. It was something new and fresh, and I really enjoyed it. And I went back and watched it. When I saw it in theaters, I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah,
Like for me right
it's
now,
not a bad movie.
like for me, I mean, am I okay to say where I would like to go? Because for
I don't
me,
know.
it
Are
would
you
be.
allowed?
I mean, I would say Let's Get Nuts. I actually really like White Noise, and I'm sure
I would say the top of Showtime.
I could agree with that. Even though I like Pacific Heights a little better.
You know, actually, move Pacific Heights up. Pacific Heights, I feel like is a better movie. White Noise is just enjoyable because of the
You know what?
concept. So
Move
I agree
Jackie
with
Brown up because I think Jackie Brown is a better movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
well,
use
what-
that.
No, I'm
I'm
kidding.
gonna use that argument too.
Let's move Mr. Mom up because
I can deal with that. That's fine.
okay. Dumbo. We know
Dog
where
shit.
this is going.
Was there
Yeah,
all the way at the
yeah.
back? Dumbo's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Okay,
Porco Rosso.
I
Putty
don't
himself.
remember this movie.
This movie's excellent.
It's one of Miyazaki's
And for the
best
amount
films.
of times that we've talked about it and you still haven't watched it is mental.
Yeah, no,
We say it, we bring it up at least once an episode.
Do you know why
you Porco Rosso.
Right, but whatever. Anyway, the point I now realize what this is, and the only reason why I know this is because the theater I go to does all the Ghibli movie like events. They'll actually do like a weekly event each year for these movies, and the trailer for this comes up. So no, I haven't seen it yet. The trailer looks cool, looks okay, but I feel like there's better Ghibli movies than this, of course.
This is the top of Let's Get Nuts.
I would even put it behind Beetlejuice.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite Miyazaki films, like that.
That's
and Howls,
fine.
and
it's good enough of a movie that I wouldn't complain.
This is the other guys, Mark Wahlberg and.
Listen, his
Wilfer.
role is not big in this movie, but he's arguably the best part of the whole movie.
But it's also not a very good movie.
It's a pretty good movie. It's a movie nowadays that people are looking back on and not understanding why it got so severely rated because it's actually a pretty well-made comedy. It's minimum Showtime.
Okay. I'd put it ahead of Multiplicity.
I put it ahead of freaking whatever that other one is.
Clean and Sober?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd put it ahead of One Good Cop. I'd put it ahead of Mr.
No.
Mom. Okay,
Whoa,
I'll leave it
whoa,
there.
whoa.
I'll leave it there. Now I'm
Wow.
pushing it.
Whatever.
Yeah,
You know what? I don't
that's
care.
pushing it.
I want-
We gave you a little bit. Okay, Spider-Man: Homecoming, the first Tom Holland film. He played the Vulture.
All right, go, Putty.
I mean, the thing is comparatively, okay, when it comes to Michael Keaton, he is amazing as the Vulture. Like, I could not now, I never will never be able to compare anyone to anyone playing the Vulture. Every single scene that Michael Keaton was in this movie, he stole the show in my eyes. So for me, it's a let's get nuts.
This
For
is the
me,
weakest out of the 3 Tom Holland films for
That's
me.
fair.
I will agree. I will agree with that though.
It's the
But as-
better than Batman Returns.
It's along the same lines for me. Yeah. I could
Like
deal
I said,
with it.
I feel like Michael Keaton's the best reason for this movie, and it's because he does so good as a villain.
No,
Like, he's so
Marissa
good
Tomei
at it.
is the best. No,
Mhm.
and
Well, okay.
let's end the argument there.
Yeah, but that's also based on looks. I'm just saying acting. She doesn't have much screen time as he does. I'm put it that way. Anyway, go
You're
ahead.
saying she doesn't have much longer to live?
Well, no,
The
she dies in the
Lord-
third film. Spoilers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
Wow.
Campo?
All right. As you can, it's not a Batman movie, but this is The Flash from a couple years ago. It's been 2 years already, hasn't it? Yeah.
I don't even know. Last year, I think.
No,
I thought it was last year.
2023, 24, 22,
It was 23.
2023.
Very sure.
Yes, 23.
All right.
So
So
it's
the
only-
Flash. I will not allow it to be in Filet-O-Fish.
Why? I
'Cause
mean,
it's not
Michael
that
Keaton-
bad.
It wasn't that
Michael-
bad of a film.
Okay, here's my thing. Here's my thing with this. Michael Keaton, again, situation steals the show. Like, the only reason this movie is good to me is because of Michael Keaton. CGI, horrible. Plot, they screwed up the plot so much because
Sasha Cale was good in this movie too.
Listen,
Right, but
I'm not even going to say this because sounds really bad and I shouldn't say this, but Ezra Miller is fantastic in this movie and plays two characters opposite
Differently.
of himself.
Yeah, but
And he plays them differently too.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, it's still not good acting in my eyes. I mean, because he can play crazy, he's already crazy. You know what I mean?
Then the other character's not crazy.
Right, and that's the acting part. But he's already been playing this character for, and the thing is like, I
So
mean,
when Michael Keaton has already been playing Batman for all these years, it's okay though.
But didn't I just say Michael Keaton was the best part of this? He's the only
So,
reason.
but
this
why
movie's
is
good.
not Ezra Miller the best part? For the same reason that you're saying Michael Keaton is the good part, you're saying Ezra Miller's bad.
No.
For the
What
same
I'm
reason.
saying is Ezra Miller's playing the same character that he played in Justice League, and it just doesn't feel like anything new. When Michael Keaton, yes,
It
he
doesn't
is
feel
But
playing,
it is because he's
either.
playing two different characters in this film.
right. But the other one's just him playing.
And what's Michael
himself.
Keaton doing playing the same Batman that he did in two other movies?
Okay, I get that, but see, the thing is, Michael Keaton has range. I've never seen Ezra Miller
So,
have that
but
much
this is
range
my
except for
question. When we
Puttyman.
get to Beetlejuice, are you going to say that Michael Keaton has range for playing the same character he played in
'cause
the
I
other
wasn't-
Beetlejuice?
I wasn't actually going to put Beetlejuice that high. But
But
here's
it's not
my thing.
about putting it high.
Well, no, but here's my thing. Okay,
You don't even know where we're ranking The Flash. We just said
I
it's
know,
a pretty good
I
movie.
know. Anyway, but for example, the CGI in the beginning, let alone with that baby, that right there should like chop it down pretty quickly because it was.
So
just
then I
bad.
should rank every single Marvel movie in the bottom because the CGI is bad.
You
know what? The CGI in WandaVision was horrible. So let's say that's the
I
worst
agree.
Marvel
Bryson
TV show.
alone. The CGI in
he won't
at
watch
least
this.
the last 90% of Marvel movies from the last 5 years has been awful.
I agree with that.
So then those movies are all bad because that.
It should not be all the bad.
The
but yes,
CGI was janky in Deadpool. So that's
Well, it
got to
wasn't-
take points.
The
it was
CGI in
like-
every Star Wars product is janky. Those are all bad.
I mean, I'm just saying that scene.
No, because this is the point. We're not even sticking up for this movie. Your knocks on it are opposite.
Yeah,
of the
like you
pros
gave
from the other movies.
Deadpool and
Okay.
Wolverine a 9, okay?
right.
But there's a couple jankies, so that should knock points off of it.
Well, no, I'm just, but that's not.
Well,
the only
no,
thing
because
I
it's
said.
Deadpool, right?
Buddy, it's because
That's
of the
not
way
the-
he runs, right? Are you racist against people who skate?
No. Okay. So okay. Plot device. Let's use the plot device. Let's talk about plot in this movie. Okay. The whole
At least this movie
reverse
had a
Flash
plot.
thing.
Deadpool and
This movie
Wolverine
had
was just a
Nicolas
MacGuffin.
Cage.
God.
This movie had Nicolas Cage, Superman.
Yeah, and you saw how bad that scene
And
was. It
Adam
wasn't
West
actually him.
Batman.
It was literally taken from the scenes of the documentary of him playing Superman. It wasn't even like him.
This is
actually
going to be the
playing-
decider. JD's going to be the decider here. One hand, I have Nicolas Cage Superman. In the other hand, I have Channing Tatum, Gambit. Which one do you choose?
I changed.
I'm going Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, because fuck Deadpool. Okay, now rank
my
this movie
God.
behind the other guys.
That's exactly. I was actually going to put it slightly ahead.
No, it's not better. Come
Okay.
on, let's not get nuts.
It's not going there.
Putty just argued that whole time for a movie we didn't even rank highly.
For a literally
Well,
a mid-tier film.
but you know
Literally
me,
a
like,
mid-tier film.
But like, for me, I'm thinking like you were saying no, it doesn't go in filet fish, and I was like, is that just biased because you love Batman? I mean, and then at the same time, I get what you're saying using my Deadpool thing.
This was a good film. This was a good film. It was highly watchable. I watched it more than once. If I can watch it more, if I can watch it more than once, that means it's a decent film.
And I agree.
In fairness, I can watch Deadpool more than once.
And
just not the one, not the version with Fred Savage. I literally threw that copy of that movie in the garbage.
And Sasha Cale's kind of easy on the eyes too.
That's you're unfortunate.
All right. Anyway, Beetlejuice.
All right, Putty, tell us how you thought. Give us your review of Beetlejuice.
Well, I hadn't told you guys. So I gave it an 8. But I will admit it's based on nostalgia and everything. I like that they tried to make it look like practical effects to match the old Beetlejuice. Now, of course, they look bad because of that, but that is just the charm of it, I guess you could say. So it's not saying that it's a great movie. I would put it somewhere. If I wanted it, it'd be Let's Get Nuts. But I understand if it goes in Showtime.
JD, do you remember when we rated it? Did we even rate it?
Yes, we did. You gave it a 7, and I think I gave it a 7.5 or a 7.6.
Not bad.
I watched your guys' review. You guys got close to mine. I was a little bit higher with the 8.
It's just it's really missing like plot threads. Okay, I'm
in all honesty, if I'm putting it, I'm kind of putting it between these two.
I wouldn't even put it in Let's Get Nuts.
Top of Showtime?
I mean, so that's probably where I am.
How appropriate.
And you're saying up there. So I think we can settle on the bottom of Let's Get Nuts. Yeah. And I wouldn't be upset about that. But I think that the movie plot-wise is missing a lot. But the fact that it's such a simple movie to watch.
It was missing some of that original charm. Like you said, it didn't have that dusty quality to it.
Yeah, it's missing the dirt.
I'll bring up something too, and you guys might like this. Someone brought it up online, and then I realized it, and tell me if you guys are wrong because you guys watched it more than I did, even though I did watch it. They said there's a lot of charm, especially with them teaming up together to get it. I better not spoil alert for anything, but you know, the two people coming together is just like the old cartoon, and they said it had some of the charm from the old cartoon. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, okay.
He did. He said that.
I said that in Campo's review, literally.
Oh, okay. That might.
This movie is like that. The movie plays out where like she's like begrudgingly his friend.
But we also mentioned the fact that Jenna Ortega is very monotone in this film.
No, this is one of her worst performances, I think.
Yeah.
She still wasn't bad in it. I wouldn't.
She's very wooden.
But it's like she hasn't ever left this one character. In every movie, she plays the same character. She's turning into Aubrey Plaza, where it's always just the same performance.
I do want to bring up one thing before we move on to the next one too. I said this in my review and everything, but I want to ask you all, and I don't know if you guys said, because I had your video in the background when I heard y'all bring that up. But here's the thing. When I was watching this, there was a scene that I'm not going to say it a lot because I don't want spoilers, but literally when it happened, I was like, oh, I already know what's going on. I know who this is. I know what happened to him. Now, as far as like what happened, like the person doing the bad thing they did, I didn't think it was a bad thing. I thought they were just trapped there. The family was. You know where I'm going with that? I'm not trying to spoil the movie. So it was a certain new character, the kid, the new kid.
Oh.
Did you already, like, when you saw him, did you see, oh, I know what's going on here?
No, like, I realized what was going on the night when she gets dropped off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like not when the reveal happens. But as she's getting dropped off, I was like, "Oh, I already know what's happening."
I knew something was up when
they didn't show the parents' face.
When they didn't show the parents' face, yeah.
Okay, so that's where it confirmed for me, because
that's when I thought, okay, Astrid can also see dead people. I think it started dawning on me at that point.
Well, see, what made me think of it was when they're in the treehouse. There was a certain line he said. Because they were talking about what's her name being legendary, and he said something, and it made me go, why would you say it that way? And I can't remember what the line was, but that made me go, why would you say it that way? And that made me go, oh.
Lydia Dietz is your mom?
Yeah, when he was talking about that,
yeah.
but he talks, yeah, but he says something else after that, and I can't remember what it was. And that's
You
what
live
made
in the
me
ghost
go,
house?
yes, okay, that it was something. Yeah, it was the way he said it. Like he didn't say it like it was. I was scared. It was kind of like,
Wait,
you know,
time out. Spoilers.
Oh, okay. So,
I don't know. I'm opening spoilers. I don't care.
Okay.
Let's rank the founder, and then I'm
Yes.
going to talk about this.
Okay.
The founder.
So
I'm somewhere in here with the founder.
I would go all the way to the top.
Okay.
I
This
was
was a fantastic movie.
It is, but I think the performances are good and it's like well written and stuff. But when you
Nick
go look
Offerman is
back at
great.
it,
I didn't even recognize Nick Offerman in this movie.
so there's two big issues I have. Number one, they take a lot of liberties with the story. And number two, they make a very, very, very evil person sympathetic because all he did was steal ideas from people for his entire career. And he literally robbed those two brothers blind of like a gold mine. And but they make the movie portrays him like he's the one that's the smart guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Linda Cardellini.
Yeah, she's nice.
And I mean, again,
good movie
the
though.
acting is amazing. So
yeah, he's great in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if
They
he got
all are.
nominated, but he should have for that.
So I guess
and again, speechless. We're gonna leave where it is.
So I guess since we already had the tier list done, now we're going to go in spoilers for Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice haven't seen it
All
yet.
these movies are good. Okay, here's the spoilers that I want to talk about.
I can. We're
If
gonna go full screen, guys.
If they lived in that town, right? They must have lived in that town for at least a period of Lydia Dietz's life.
Right.
Okay. There was no way that they moved out immediately after the Beetlejuice situation. Considering that they kept the house all the way till that day, they clearly weren't afraid of whatever was there in order to leave. Let me finish.
I think Lydia finished off high school in that house, and then they moved to the city.
Which is fair, okay?
So that would work.
They must have
that
been
would
going.
work
They must have
to
gone
about
back.
25. That would work to about 25 years ago when he died.
The father owns the house. Okay.
Charles.
Wouldn't they have heard the news living in that tiny town of a small boy murdering his family? So this must have occurred prior to them moving there, like in the late 70s, early 80s. And the way the parents are dressed, I wouldn't be like super thrown off by that. Maybe even like 60s. But in that case, how does the boy know who Lydia Dietz is? So either way, it doesn't make sense.
But they said they died. They said they died 25 years ago.
Okay, but why don't they know that? Why wasn't that the talk of the town? Because everyone knew about when everyone knew about the couple who died that built the models in the house.
Maybe they moved out after the Dietzes moved on, and that was before the accident. Because think about it. Even if Lydia was there for another 5 years, she finished off high school, okay? That's still another 5-year gap from when she finishes high school to when he dies.
The father lived in that house for his entire life. Jeffrey Jones's character never moved out of that house. That's the whole point of why they're going back to the house.
Oh, you're talking about their dad, the actual father and everything?
Yeah, the father character in the movie. They talk about it. That
maybe
he never
talked about it. Because remember,
the town would have known. It would have been all over the news. It's a tiny little town.
Yeah.
Well, no,
that is a plot hole, yeah.
But no, I will say this with JD.
And it's a plot hole on both ends because either he doesn't know who they are or they would know who he is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but here's the situation. Even if the murders happen, okay, who's to know that Lydia actually would tell her daughter? Oh no, Lydia didn't know either. That's right.
Lydia also can see ghosts.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. So wait a second. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Because then Lydia would have known about that. But why would her dad? Is there a reason for her dad to tell her that?
But she would have just known. They go back to the town. It's not like she never went back to the town. She talks about how she used to talk to her dad. It's not like she was like.
Well, no, talking to your dad would be online though, like or through phones or something. So it doesn't mean
in the 90s.
Well, I mean, still, because she was running the show. Like, when did she start?
The show was like not on from the 90s. It's 2024.
The way his room was the way his room was done up. That's early to mid 90s.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and well, see, then would have been after the events of his 90s because Beetlejuice.
But 25 years. Okay, they said 25 years. That's 2024 minus 25 is 1999. In 1999, she wouldn't have been doing the show yet.
No.
Right.
She would have just been a couple years
then-
out of high school.
And then how
No,
old is
how old is
Lydia?
she in what
mean,
year is
Li-
Beetlejuice? 87?
88, and she's 14.
That's old. What's your name? Not Lydia, but her daughter.
Astrid's probably about 17, 18 in this film.
Okay.
I think it says she's 16.
Okay.
I can't remember. Don't quote me. I don't remember. But
so 16. So that would mean So 16 would mean there'd be a 9-year difference between her being born and
the kid dying.
The kid dying. So
but she's not the one who needs to know about it.
It's Lydia.
Well, no.
It's Lydia or the mom, the grandmother
right.
would have heard about this.
But I'm just trying to get a sense of like what could have been happening in that situation for them not to know that information.
No, they would have known.
Somebody would have said something like, "Did you hear about what happened?"
Because the whole town knew about the Maitlands dying.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. And they weren't. They lived all the way far on the hill, and everyone knew about it.
But that's the other thing that confuses me too. Is
how did the Maitlands die? They drive off the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They drove off the bridge because remember they come out of the water and they're dripping wet and everything when they come back to the house.
They own the hardware store?
It was Maitland hardware store. It is canon that it was his father's hardware store. That's why they moved back to the town.
So dang. So yeah, I guess you're right. So I'm trying to.
There's more plot holes than that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, to me, that was like one of the biggest ones. Once I realized it, I didn't catch on what you guys were saying when you did. I realized that when she drops her off at the house and they walk upstairs, I was like, oh my God, this guy's dead.
Yeah, well, that part, like I said, I already knew that ahead of time because again, it was in the treehouse, and it was like I said, it was just the way he said it. It's like I felt off, and then of course he had the dark eyes, like the way they did him as makeup. I was like, oh, he looks like
she's always going there. He never went to visit her to her house.
Yeah, and also he couldn't. He's like, we're not going out tonight. That was another but that was right before he says it.
Well, he was like saying, I love handing out candy. Like there's so many things that were leading into stuff. But like I said, it was that moment just felt so awkward.
Well, you know what? Even when you find out he's dead, they don't make it seem right away like he's up to a nefarious thing. Like they make it seem like, oh, she's gonna help him come back to life.
Yeah.
So unless you're really paying attention,
it was a better ghost love story than Ghostbusters or Frozen Empire.
I like Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and I won't take that slander. It's funny
because
that plot line was stupid.
I was watching people talk about Beetlejuice, okay? And they were like, this is the right way to do nostalgia. And I'm not even saying that they're wrong, okay? Because I thought it was really well done. We talked about this. But they're like, not like the shitty Ghostbuster movie from, what was the first one? Not Frozen Empire, Afterlife. I'm like, that movie was amazing. What are you guys talking about?
I loved Afterlife.
It was the better of the two.
It's the second best Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah.
I truly loved it, and see a prime example of like when we're going back to this movie, when we're talking about I already knew, okay, he's dead, the parents are dead. The only thing, and I figured the only reason why they didn't show their faces was because it might have been the grisly death they all went through, and he just didn't sing. What shocked me was that he was the one that killed him. And that's where I would say the twist actually got me. I was like, oh, he's a bad guy. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was just going to be her way of.
I'm saying it in a world where we got a new Batman cartoon, a new Ninja Turtles cartoon, both are good. We're getting a new Ghostbusters cartoon. Like we need a new Beetlejuice cartoon.
I don't know. See, here's my thing. How would they? I don't know how they would do it unless they're going to do it with.
Do it not canonically. Just do it like the other cartoon.
Just like the cartoon is not canon.
No, I get that.
But now you have Jenna Ortega too, so you can have the mom. You can have older Lydia with her daughter and Beetlejuice.
Don't go causing trouble with you know who.
See? Yeah, right.
And Netflix can afford to pay all those people to voice act.
They're already contracted under them anyway with Winona Ryder with
Stranger Things and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will admit that there is that nostalgia of like young kids horror.
And Michael Keaton would love a job that gets him paid where he doesn't have to go anywhere.
But was he the original voice actor for the first cartoon?
No.
I didn't think so. Is that actor still alive?
I think it's the guy who did the voice for My Pet Monster.
Really?
Or Mashriki. What was Mashriki's the guy's name?
Which one?
Well, not Mashriki. Shrieky from
Beastly.
From
the Care Bears.
I still love the ideas though that a lot of kids don't understand how great our childhood was.
Putty, you know who did the voice of Lydia in the cartoon, right?
That was
Jubilee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I couldn't think of her name.
Wait, who did Beetlejuice?
That was the girl from the Big Comfy Couch.
Mm-hmm.
Canadian actor named Stephen Ouimet.
And that's how I found out about the big comfy couch, because I was too old for the big comfy couch when it came out. But then anyway, that's sidetracking. Another thing I want to bring up to a lot of viewers that may not know.
He was like, "Oh yeah, that Granny Garbanzo gets me going."
He was in Franklin.
I don't like
it's
clowns.
Franklin.
Anyway.
Everybody loves Franklin. Was Granny Garbanzo a clown?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, remember she was.
She was.
That's right. She was the one that she'd go over and everything.
They were all clowns, actually. What am I talking about? Lunatic.
He was the voice of Alf in Alf the animated series.
That's unfortunate.
But see, here's the thing. Can we still go back to something that we all
was
love?
I'm opening up this window for 47 seconds, and it's only going to be Putty talking, and then we're ending this video.
Okay.
He was the voice of Archangel in the X-Men cartoons.
Okay, fuck off.
Let's go into nostalgia. Can we still just enjoy the thought that the voice actor, the voice of Garfield and of Peter Venkman in the cartoon also ended up being the same actor that did the voice and the acting for the live action movies of both.
We can, but does that mean that Chris Pratt is going to get a role in Ghostbusters? Because then I don't want it.
Actually, do you know the voice of Peter Venkman was eventually replaced by Dave Coulier?
No, I think Dave Coulier started it. Dave Coulier was one of those two.
Yeah.
Either was the original one or he was the secondary. Season.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, but I know Dave Coulier was.
Yeah, you're right. Dave Coulier was a big time voice actor for a bit.
Oh, I
think Dave Coulier might have did the voice. Don't quote me on this.
He did the
Ace
voice.
Ventura.
I believe so. He did the voice in the TV edit of I forgot the movie with Richard Pryor. He did Richard Pryor's voice.
And he went and Alanis Morissette went down on him in the theater.
Wow.
Yeah. Take it there.
Famously, isn't that what the song "You Ought to Know" is about?
Yeah, it is. It's about Dave Coulier.
And that's literally a line from the song. She says,
"But there's like a 20-year age gap between the two. That's gross."
I mean, I'm sure Dave Coulier did a lot worse things than that.
Yeah.
As a sitcom father,
supporting the Detroit Red Wings is one of them.
Yeah. It's no kidding. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Let us know what you thought about our tier list in the comments below. Don't talk to us about Beetlejuice 2 unless you like Putty, and thank you for watching.